Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Saturday, July 30th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general for the day for all 12 signs, so of course take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But as well, I want to thank you in advance, of course, for your likes, comments, and subscriptions to this channel if you haven't done so already. And we're going to begin by pulling from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for the center focus of this reading for this day, and then we're going to use the Gilded deck for the main part of the reading to continue. Anyways, I do feel some throughout this day could be a bit out of it or a bit distracted or both, confused even. What do we have for Saturday? Energy is a must is what I'm getting. I need to energize in one way, shape, or form, however you wish to go about that. But we're going to go with, okay, interesting. You may feel as if it's time for you to take a nap. Others may feel as if it's you need a nap, but don't have the time to, okay? But I don't want to take that one as the center focus. Okay, soulmates. Interesting. So it's a day where soulmates take a focus in one way, shape, or form, all right? But a bit of a sleepy vibe and need to energize once again. You may feel like things are kind of repetitive throughout the day. You could feel as if there is a focus on a round and around kind of situation. A roundabout is what I'm getting with specific or several soulmates, okay? I'm getting a divinely guided connection in one way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship, coworker situation. It could be... yeah, it feels like for most it's friendship, okay? But let's see what we get for the tarot to surround this card. Let's do some shuffling for this deck. Wow, the struggle could be quite alive throughout this Saturday. I'm not, okay, I'm not even kidding. Keywording for Saturday. I just heard you're awkward, okay? You're awkward. We have the Ace of Pentacles at the top, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. There may be discussion with a specific friend or soulmate in general when it comes to a new financial beginning, whether it's yours, theirs, it could be both. I do feel as if money's on the mind. You could be acquiring it throughout this Saturday. I do feel as if you're thinking about wanting more and feeling guilty for leaving what's at hand moving forward, but needing to do what's right for you. Thinking about financial investments or one big one, but I do feel as if there's an independent vibe about you and even about other people you're connecting with throughout this day and surrounded by. But again, there's just a huge need to connect with others. This came through in Friday's reading as well, but more so just simply about communication. Well, not just, but it just feels like connecting with at least one specific person, if not multiple, throughout this day takes a relevance, okay? You'll regret it if you don't connect to the fullest extent when it comes time to give birth to something new. I just heard the birds are chirping. The birds are chirping. So that'll take place at one point, if not multiple, throughout the day. But it does feel like there's a focus, for whatever reason, on leaving a soulmate, or it could be a soulmate that you left or multiple you left behind in the recent past. Don't be surprised if Spirit brings up memories in the oddest way or the most unexpected way. But there is a underlining focus on what you lack, okay, on where you're meant to head, on what's left to experience along your path, okay? There is a bit of a proper but fun vibe about you, okay? Proper but fun. You can enjoy yourself in the situation. I don't care what people have to say. Interesting. We also have the Empress. Yeah, so I just feel like, okay, there could be a bit of a focus on giving birth to a new soulmate situation or thinking back to when you began it. But I feel like there's, again, discussion of giving birth to the new and just moving towards what's more meant for oneself. You may even find that you inspire or are inspired by other people when it comes to simply taking a step or a big step, a leap in the right direction, okay? However it works for you, you're on your way, is what I just heard. We have the High Priestess here, and so I really feel like it's a spiritually connected kind of day, and you're reminded that you were spiritually, divinely guided to connect with this specific individual, okay? And now this is talking about the one soulmate, or it could be multiple ones again, within this present day situation, all right? This isn't speaking upon past ones. For some it might, but it feels more so in regards to your current day situation. Okay, now very focused on your looks. You could be, altering your clothing, making sure you're looking good, your hair, your facial features, okay, your makeup. But I do feel as if you're needing to recognize it or remember how angelically guided you truly are, all right? And your connections, your soulmates, the specific one friend I want to say for a lot drawn to this reading, very much divinely guided. Popping up in dreams is what I'm hearing. The Nine of Cups. And so I feel like you're being reminded through small successes that the wish fulfillment you desire is yours on the horizon, okay? Cheers to you is what I'm getting. Cheers to your success. I feel a level of teamwork or just a level of support taking place. And it just feels nice. It feels gratifying. Rewarding all the meanwhile. But I just feel as if you're meant to understand your savings is taking an increase throughout the day, or you're just seeing oneself being selective as to who you bond with. But I do feel as if you're reminded throughout the day in the midst of putting in certain levels of effort, work, that completion leads to happiness. Okay, there's a focus on the actual sunlight as well throughout this day. So I had to take a quick pause due to background noise, and it felt that was very purposeful for the reading, reminding us that if we need to take a quick break in the midst of what we're accomplishing, doing, wrapped up with throughout this day, go for it. It'll be beneficial in more than one way, I feel, but also, as I catch my breath because the energy here is not perfect, key wording, I also got a message that the discussion of the past needs to be minimalized, okay, cut down to say the very least. We will put an end to certain conversations if need be, if we feel it's going to escalate or add some negativity to a situation in the air, or just leave you feeling less healthy all the meanwhile, okay? What else do we have for Saturday? We have the Ten of Swords, and so in the midst of a situation where things aren't over yet, aren't completed, where you know there is a completion on the horizon at a certain point, you need to make the best until the best. I feel there's opportunities to gain, to feel rewarded. We'll leave this one over here as I just saw the number 111. Another reason why I was meant to stop recording and then re-record and then begin recording again. Okay, everything happens for a reason, and this day will remind you of just that. All right, purposeful connecting. All right, but I do feel like there's just a feeling that certain people aren't loving what they're doing. Okay, you may not love what you're wrapped up with to the fullest extent throughout the day, but doesn't it remind you that you're not meant to settle for less than you deserve? Doesn't it remind you that you can transform a situation if you so choose? I just feel as if there's a need to keep the motivation alive or bring it on back, all right? Compose yourself if need be. Compose yourself. So let other energies, frustrations, difficulties, even rude people get the best of you. And other people need to realize this as well throughout the day at certain points. That's not going to benefit you. Keep things in perspective, okay? Just do what you got to do and make your way through this day calm, cool, and collected. But I do feel like in the midst of all of which, you're gaining, a level of perspective. You're gaining abundance in more than one form to remind you that you deserve happy days, okay? You deserve the healthy connections, right? You deserve the wish fulfillments. You deserve to be genuinely fulfilled, okay? But I just feel like it's also a day that reminds a lot, drawn to this reading, that you are pretty damn overworked, okay? There's a reason why, even though we didn't take the card, the time for a nap card did come out. I'm not saying some won't take a nap, but you get the point. I do feel as if you are overworked and just there could be a level of overthinking and some heavy communication from spirit at certain points. Just take a deep breath in regards to it. There's a need to simplify in more than one way. But I do feel like you're just feeling as if at certain points you're a bit restricted or trapped in a situation. But there is a reminder of protection in one way, shape, or form. And I feel like there has been previous to this day as well. The rants will subside. Interesting. As I do feel like towards, as the day trickles on, the rants will feel less common. All right. But I do feel like there's a lot of abundance to experience throughout this day, but more to experience moving forward in the midst of a new beginning for oneself. There's a need to recognize that you deserve, again, your wish fulfillment, so remember that, but also a day to keep the hope alive. It just feels like you're given more than one opportunity to sit on your throne, okay, to strut your stuff, to impress, but to be the star that people see you as, okay, or you're becoming in one way, shape, or form. And I just feel like there is some adjusting in perspective and a need to hang from your tree of wisdom and help when need be to assist like the star you are. But I simply feel as if it's a day where as well, you're getting your voice out there, okay? Passively doing so or just actively doing so or both. And I just feel as if music is also going to come into play as you do what you do. And I feel as if there's a reminder to balance out the hard work and the rest, right? True reminder that you and your loved ones, you and the ones that you're destinally meant to connect to, are protected moving forward, even if you're not physically side by side, okay? Do remember that you deserve the best and that it's a day where you begin to or continue to acquire a level of justice you deserve. But there is a need for some balance, okay? You don't need to know it all in order to move forward with an ultra amount of confidence. Interesting. I just feel as if there's thoughts, discussions in regards to doing what's right for you and others doing just that, right? Change being on the mind. I do feel as if it's a very rewarding day and it could feel busy for a lot drawn to this reading. But you will be thankful by the end of the day for keeping things positive, optimistic, and keeping a healthy perspective alive, all right? Communicate with ease and succeed with confidence, all right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye.